Okay guys, so here's the short version of the timeout. Like we explained in a previous video, there are 4 main steps in the timeout. First one is to retreat. Second one is to relax. Third one is to rethink about the situation. And finally, return so that you can reconnect with the person you had a conflict or a confrontation with. So basically, you'll need to prepare yourself for these 5 steps. Obviously, the most difficult will always be retreating. We all want to be, sure of our point, making our point, making sure that the other one doesn't abuse us or take advantage of us. So retreat is a big decision. We must decide that although we'd like to be right and the other to admit that we are, at some point retreating is the right thing to do so that we don't get into any escalation and end up using violence. The second one will be hard too, relaxing. Oh boy, well, I'm kind of tense now, I'm kind of mad now. How do I relax? Well, you have to have options. You have to have quite a few options. One could be to just go out, go for a walk, go for a ride in your car, providing that you're not the kind that will use the car as a weapon against yourself or any other person to express your anger. No, a slow drive, somewhere calm, without traffic. So, yeah, relaxing. Third one will be about rethinking. Rethinking doesn't mean thinking of all the arguments that you could have brought up you forgot about in the heat of the moment. It doesn't mean either to think about what the other has said and what you could come up with to confront or counter his point of view. No. Rethinking is about, okay, was my point so good? Was my argument so clear? Could it be that I wasn't able just to make things clear for the other? Okay. Was it that I didn't listen enough to his point of view and clearly I'm not sure what he really meant? Oh, so if I'm struggling with that kind of questions, I might be too prone to react and should rethink the whole situation. Finally, return and reconnect with the person you had an argument with would mean to be able to be calm enough to go through that process, to be willing enough to hear the other, because returning and reconnecting doesn't mean starting the argument again from scratch. No, it means reconnecting, being willing to listen to the other, being willing to try to understand better what was at stake for that person, and being patient enough to explain again my point of view, or to compare the good points and, let's say, not so good point about the arguments that we had. So let's hope that from this point of view you'll be able to really do your timeout and use it as a mean of getting closer and stepping aside from conflict and confrontation with the persons you love most, the persons you feel connected and or want to connect to. So practice.